drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, dude. I'm trying to collect. Hut. 52. Mike 52. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch. Watch that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not the start he was hoping for there. So maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strong right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Orbit. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1 sec, dude. Mike 52. It's a party now. 61. Let's go. What? Twist. Kill. Go.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run that time by Elliott. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rosen looking to throw. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. It's Rosen. Uncorks one for Davis. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Check 13. Set, go.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Darius Geis. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Pick up of 2 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
They can't hang with that. Corner. Lucky.
Here's Rosen to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
48 Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, look, 48.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Monday.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. He finds Corey Davis. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike's 50. I got you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphin first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now it's Rosen looking. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Rosen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. After the interception, here's Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rosen will throw. It's caught by Davis. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 32.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Haskins to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come, baby. Come, baby. Woo! You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert. Kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike 52.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Budda Baker with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go, 50.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Open man here is Scott, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Stay with your man.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Stop your running. Run. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
52's the mic, boy, 52. It's be a long day for you. Check, 52's the mic.
4th down, here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Dolphins, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with